What if the real secret to a long, vibrant life isn't hidden in complicated diets or strenuous exercise regimens, but in something far quieter, something whispered in the earliest light before the day begins its demands? We often search for grand solutions, complex medical breakthroughs, or genetic lottery tickets to unlock the mystery of extreme longevity. Yet, the whispers from the world's centenarians tell a different story. Imagine the soft dawn light filtering into a simple room. The air is cool, still holding the quiet of night. There is no rush, no urgency, just the gentle return of light. This feeling, this moment of stillness, seems to be a common thread woven into the fabric of days that stretch gracefully into a century and beyond. It's not just about adding years to life, but adding life to years, maintaining clarity, peace, and a surprising degree of health. Gerontology, the study of aging, has spent decades looking for the how and why behind exceptional longevity. While genetics play a tiny role, the overwhelming evidence points towards something far more accessible: daily behaviors. Not dramatic, life-altering decisions, but small, consistent actions, repeated faithfully, day after day. These quiet habits build up over time, like gentle layers of resilience. For many who have lived to 100 and beyond, the morning holds a particular, almost sacred quality. It's a time for connecting inward before engaging with the outer world. These aren't complex rituals requiring special equipment or training. They are remarkably simple, often overlooked in our fast-paced culture. They are acts of gentle self-attunement, setting a foundational tone for the hours ahead. Across different cultures and geographies, from the blue zones of Okinawa and Ikaria to the mountainous regions of Costa Rica, certain patterns emerge among those who defy typical aging trajectories. These aren't people necessarily adhering to identical strict rules, but rather sharing a similar spirit of engaging with the morning. It's a spirit of slowness, intention, and connection. Scientists studying these remarkable individuals noticed recurring themes. While diet and movement are frequently discussed, there are other, less obvious habits that seem just as potent. They are rituals centered around the transition from sleep to wakefulness, acts that honor the body's natural rhythms and the mind's need for a calm beginning. These morning anchors appear to quietly protect the heart, nourish the brain, and foster emotional equilibrium over the long haul. There are 5 such rituals that frequently surface in accounts from centenarians. They are simple, yet profoundly effective in their cumulative impact. They cost nothing, require minimal effort, and can be woven into almost any lifestyle. Yet their power lies in their consistency, in the quiet promise they offer to the self each new day. The first ritual is a deep alignment with the body's natural clock. Many centenarians report waking up at roughly the same time each morning, not jolted awake by a harsh alarm, but stirring naturally as the sun begins its ascent. This isn't about adhering to a rigid schedule imposed from outside, but about listening to the body's internal rhythm, the circadian beat that has governed life for millennia. It's allowing the body to dictate its wake time, promoting a smoother transition from sleep. It's like letting a plant unfurl its leaves at its own pace as the light appears, rather than forcing it open. The second common thread is hydration, but done with intention. Before coffee, before tea, before speaking or checking messages, many centenarians take the time to slowly sip warm water. It's a simple act, yet it serves multiple purposes. It gently rehydrates the body after hours of sleep, aids in internal cleansing, and provides a quiet moment of physical attention. Drinking warm water slowly, feeling its warmth spread, is a mindful act. It grounds you in your physical form before the demands of the day pull your attention outward. It's a way of honoring the body's fundamental needs right at the threshold of wakefulness.
This simple act of slow, warm hydration is like gently watering a plant before the heat of the day hits. It prepares the internal systems, encourages smooth functioning, and provides a quiet moment of connection with the physical self. It's not about gulping down cold water for shock value, but about a soothing, deliberate action that signals care for the body. The third ritual involves movement, but not strenuous exercise. Instead, many elders who have surpassed the centurion mark engage in light stretching as the morning light warms their surroundings. Often, this involves facing the rising sun, basking in its gentle energy while moving the limbs slowly, deliberately. These aren't complex yoga routines or high-intensity workouts. They are simple stretches that release stiffness from the night, awaken the muscles gently, and improve circulation. Facing the sun adds another layer: the warmth on the skin, the intake of early light, which helps regulate circadian rhythms even further, and perhaps a subconscious acknowledgement of the life-giving energy it represents. This light movement is less about burning calories and more about waking the body kindly. It's like stretching languidly after a long rest, allowing joints to find their ease and muscles to remember their function without strain. It's a form of self-care that respects the body's state after sleep, preparing it gently for the day's activities. It allows the blood to flow smoothly and brings a sense of suppleness before the day's demands begin. Now, we come to the fourth ritual, and this is the one that might surprise you. It's a habit reported by centenarians in various cultures, including those studied in the blue zones, yet it's rarely highlighted in conventional clinical literature or public health recommendations focused solely on diet and exercise. This fourth ritual is the act of speaking a word of gratitude. This isn't necessarily a lengthy prayer or a complex meditation. It can be incredibly simple, just one word, spoken silently in the mind or softly out loud, acknowledging something small, something present in that moment of waking. It might be a simple thank you, or gratitude for the breath itself, gratitude for the warmth of the bed, the light at the window, the quiet of the room. Just one word, anchoring the consciousness in appreciation before the mind can flood with worries or plans. This practice was noted repeatedly among centenarian populations in places like Okinawa, Japan, Ikaria, Greece, and the Nicoya Peninsula in Costa Rica. These are regions famous for their high concentrations of people living vibrant, long lives. While their diets and community ties are often discussed, this quiet, internal habit of morning gratitude was a consistent theme. yet it's not typically found in the checklists doctors provide for healthy aging. Why does this simple act matter so much? Scientists are beginning to understand the profound physiological impact of gratitude and positive emotional states. They believe that this morning ritual acts as a powerful reset for the body's stress baseline. Our modern lives often keep us in a state of low-grade stress, with elevated levels of cortisol, the primary stress hormone. Beginning the day with gratitude seems to counteract this. Research suggests that even a brief moment of heartfelt appreciation can lower cortisol levels and boost activity in the parasympathetic nervous system, the part of our nervous system responsible for rest and digest, for calming the body down. Starting the day by activating this calming response rather than the stress response sets a fundamentally different tone for the next 24 hours. It's like choosing a calm path at the start of a journey instead of a rocky, uphill climb. Furthermore, this simple act of gratitude is linked to what researchers call subjective vitality. This isn't just physical energy, it's the feeling of being alive, vibrant, and engaged with the world. Studies have connected higher levels of subjective vitality with numerous positive outcomes in older adults, including reduced frailty and better cognitive function, such as improved memory and clarity. Feeling more alive, more connected, seems to have a protective effect on both the body and the mind as we age. The fifth ritual, observed among many centenarians, involves a moment of quiet contemplation, a simple act of looking. After the water, the stretches, and the word of gratitude, they often spend a full minute, sometimes longer, simply looking out at the natural world. This might involve gazing at the trees outside a window, watching the clouds drift across the sky, or simply observing how the morning light falls upon familiar objects. This isn't an analytical observation. It's a quiet soaking in, a moment of passive presence. No agenda, no analysis, just seeing. Looking at the enduring presence of a tree, the infinite expanse of the sky, or the ever-changing dance of light and shadow, connects one to something larger than the immediate self and its daily concerns. It's a practice of being rather than doing. It's a gentle reminder of the natural world's rhythms and enduring beauty, grounding the start of the day in a reality that extends beyond personal tasks and worries. These 5 rituals, waking naturally, drinking warm water slowly, light stretching in the sun, speaking a word of gratitude, and quietly observing nature or light, share powerful characteristics. They are non-medical. They don't require prescriptions or interventions from external sources. They are non-invasive, involving no procedures or discomfort. And perhaps most importantly, they are emotionally meaningful. They connect the individual to their body, their inner state, and the world around them in a gentle, positive way. They are deeply rooted in fundamental human rhythms, the cycle of sleep and wakefulness, the need for hydration and gentle movement, the capacity for appreciation, and the human connection to the natural world and light. They aren't arbitrary rules imposed from outside, but practices that resonate with the body and mind's ancient patterns. Each one on its own might seem small, but repeated daily, consistently, over years and decades, their impact is profound.
They act as low-effort, high-impact triggers for stability in older bodies and minds. They help regulate the nervous system, ground the mind in the present, and foster a sense of calm control over the start of the day. They are like small daily deposits into a wellness account that pays dividends in peace, clarity, and resilience over time.
Consider Eleanor, a remarkable woman I had the privilege of knowing, who celebrated her 101st birthday with a sparkle in her eye and a mind as sharp as a tack. I once asked her about her secret to starting the day so seemingly at ease, even amidst the inevitable aches and pains that come with great age. Her answer was simple, echoing the fourth ritual. "I whisper thanks before I rise," she told me, her voice soft. Not for anything big, mind you, just for this breath, this morning. That small, quiet moment of gratitude, she insisted, was her secret to starting strong, no matter what the day might hold. It wasn't about grand pronouncements, but a tiny, personal acknowledgement of being alive. These rituals offer a gentle path forward. In a world constantly pushing for more, faster, harder, these centenarian practices invite us to slow down, to listen, to appreciate the simple miracle of a new day. They are reminders that sometimes the most powerful actions are the quietest ones. They suggest that cultivating a sense of peace and gratitude early in the day can build a foundation for well-being that supports us not just for the day ahead, but potentially for decades to come. They are accessible to almost anyone, regardless of physical condition or circumstance. They require no special equipment, no gym membership, no complicated instructions. Just a willingness to dedicate a few quiet minutes each morning to nurturing oneself, body and spirit. Before the notifications start, before the to-do lists populate the mind, before the world rushes in, there is this space, a space for breath, for water, for movement, for gratitude, for simply seeing. It's an invitation to experiment, to see how these ancient, simple practices resonate with your own being. Perhaps choose just one of these rituals this week. Start your day by trying it before you check your phone, before you engage with the demands of others. Spend that first quiet moment tending to yourself. Maybe it's just the slow sipping of warm water, or a minute spent gazing out the window, or the simple whisper of thanks. Try it for 7 days. Notice how you feel. Pay attention to subtle shifts in your clarity of mind, your sense of calm, your overall energy levels. These aren't dramatic interventions, but they have the potential to reshape the start of your day and, cumulatively, to influence the quality of your life as you continue to age. It's a practice of weaving peace and resilience into the fabric of your mornings, day by gentle day.